I wanted to talk to you guys today about my diet. And I don't mean diet like I'm trying to lose weight kind of diet. Let me get this a little closer. I am talking about the things I eat. So, just a little bit of history on me, because as you do remember, I am working in corporate, doing this channel, doing my music, doing the creative act, that's my creativity, as good as I can, although I'm in corporate, and have my 40-hour week. I just have to keep talking about this because this is what this channel is about, lifestyle and stuff. I have to talk about this. This was even on, I have to turn around. This is accurate. Like, I usually buy organic, and they placed this one right in between the organic. There was no particular difference besides that it wasn't the entrecôte, it was the ribeye steak, and I thought, oh, I should try a ribeye steak. Now, guys, let me tell you guys what's going on here before you leave me. Let me tell you what I did. First of all, I have to do the coffee. I'm on the standard carnivore diet now. So I have to tell you guys my story. What happened was, at the turn of the century, I read a book called Skinny Bitches, and it shocked me. Very, very, very intense. And so I forced my whole family that we should go vegan, which we did about 6 months. And then my boys were running off to grandma's on vacation, and they were eating meat, and they were like, this is not working for us. And so I was quite sad, and I thought, okay, let's do vegetarian or just eat fish at least. And then that's what we did, and that went quite well. But I don't know. Then the summer came, and the barbecue, of course, there were steaks, and there were pork chops, and there were ribs, and yeah, I guess the whole vegan story ended there. And this was like the turn of the century, the beginning of the century. The vegans weren't really present. There was no industry for vegans. And I was missing that. There's variety now. But okay, that never happened for me. And then I came across Dr. Ken Berry. Everybody knows Dr. Ken Berry, the man. I like that name for him. It fits. Watched his videos, and they convinced me to try the ketogenic diet. And guys, this was revolutionary. So I tried the ketogenic diet, and I lost like 26, 27 pounds it took me about 3 months to lose. And this was like, I was feeling really great. The keto flu was awful. I didn't like it at all. And I never really stabilized my bowel movements because I had like explosive diarrhea. I have to say it. I mean, steak and butter gal, she did it first, didn't she? She just told everybody that she had explosive diarrhea. And I know what she's talking about. So, yeah. And then by the time it was like Easter or something, summer, I started to eat carbs again. I had a really, really bad conscience. I was looking really great. I fit into jeans that I fit into before having children once again. So I thought, this is amazing. This is a great diet. But I did miss carbs, and so I thought, okay, let's try carbs. And that was like, I think in the middle of the pandemic, I started to eat carbs again. And then, I circled out. Every now and then I think you have to get back to the ketogenic diet. I just couldn't, didn't work. I was so addicted to carbs and also to all these keto treats, and I started to bake keto bread, and I thought there's only one more thing I have to try before I get before I just mark it off the list and say, okay, I'm aging very, very quickly. I feel I'm just pooped all the time. I'm tired. I can't do sports. I don't want to do sports. I feel exhausted when I walk up the stairs. I gained like the 15 kilos that I lost. I'm going to blend in the pounds here. The 15 kilos that I lost during the keto period, I gained back and more after that. Of course, it's always like that, isn't it? The yo-yo effect was like completely real for me. This was real for me. So yeah, what did I do? I said, okay, by the time I was getting into keto, Dr. Ken Berry was already doing the carnivore diet, and his wife actually, what did she do? She did Ketovore. which I tried to, but I thought, okay, this is going to get me back to the carb stuff. I was hungry when I prepared a casserole with broccoli and cauliflower. You know, it was like soaked in heavy cream, and I put a lot of cheese on top of that. I just wanted something really tasty and juicy. Yeah, this was my keto sort of go-to vegetable casserole, and I noticed I could eat a whole casserole. It tastes delicious, but I'm not satisfied. Besides that, sometimes I had a little bit of belly cramps because of cauliflower. I thought to myself, this is vegetable and this is keto, but you know, I feel the sweetness of the vegetables mixed with the cheese and dairy stuff. I'm hungry still. And so I was eating a lot of calories, which I'm not a calorie freak, but I thought, well, maybe this is not going to help you any, really. And I never actually lost the weight any. I didn't lose the weight anymore. And so I thought, okay, I have to go and I have to reapproach this. And like I said earlier, at the time I did the ketogenic diet in the middle of the pandemic, I think I was seeing the videos, or they were being played to me, from Dr. Ken Berry, where he was already carnivore, and I was like, this is just crazy. This is insane. Who wouldn't think that? Serious. Tell it to anybody that never heard of it. They'd say, like, are you bleeping crazy? You cannot eat meat all day, every day for like the rest of your life. You will, especially the red meat, it's bad for you. I don't know if it's bad for me. This is a little excursion. I watched Dr. Anthony Chaffee in a debate with a vegan doctor. I forgot his name. And you know, the sad thing was he was always talking about the science and the studies that were being made. He was talking about the data, but he couldn't show it to anybody. And I'm an academic myself, so I need the data. And before I say this is a great diet, it's perfect because of this and that, I'm going to have to check the data. You know, I'll pluck it apart, but I need studies. And a lot of people watching these kinds of videos with diet, they need studies, they need statistics, they need to know what was the study based on and what is the conclusion. So this is the way I'm going to go about it. If I make any specific remarks, in my opinion, as Dr. Berry says, it's the proper human diet. I agree with that. Now, I know I wanted to show you the size. I eat like 2 of these a day, and I would eat about probably a stick of butter with this. I would say in Germany it would be 80 to 100 grams of butter. Salt, I can boil eggs as a snack. I left the cheese out. I got the cheddar cheese for the hamburger stuff, but the ground meat and the hamburgers, if I can't get them juicy, I like ground beef, but it's gonna have to be really, really good ground beef. And I couldn't find any last shopping I did. So I've been eating ribeye steaks and sometimes very fatty pork chops. It has to be juicy. I have to put a lot of butter and salt on it, and I don't need anything else. And now this is the crazy stuff about carnivore. I have to tell you guys, water, pure water. This is medium. You know, it has a little bit of spark. I'm going to take a sip. Tastes sweet. You know, I like to teach to the clarity of my example. This is another Abraham Hicks hack. Let's get ourselves a cup of coffee here. There are a few types of carnivore diets I want to talk to you guys about. So there are, I think, 5 types of carnivore diets. The first one is mostly meat-based with minimal plants. Plants are keto-friendly, plants that are keto-friendly, and that's why it's called keto carnivore. Okay, so the picture has a piece of cheese, a coffee, a ribeye steak, a sunny side up egg, and some beans. The second one is a standard carnivore diet. It has the beef, it has the bacon, the eggs, the cheese, and the coffee. And then there's the strict carnivore. It has the salmon, it has pork, it has eggs, and it has beef. And then the BBBE, which means beef, butter, bacon, and eggs only, and salt. Everything has to have salt with it, I just have to say. Salt and electrolytes, the pure electrolytes. I'm going to blend it in. And then the lion diet is, it looks like only meat from ruminant animals and salt. Now, I would be missing the butter because I love butter. Like, butter is like a snack to me. I can take it and bite in it. and it'll be like really great. I love butter. I'm actually doing everything besides Carnivore because I'm not eating any plants. The only plant I'm eating, and we're gonna have to talk about this one, is the coffee, because it's a bean, right? It's a plant. And the coffee, the reason I'm drinking the coffee is because I fast. So I don't have breakfast. I tried breakfast when I started the gym in the beginning of the year. I was doing normal standard diet, not even standard American or German. I was just, I was just eating when I thought I was hungry. I was trying to eat like the best stuff. I was trying to go in direction keto, which didn't work because I love sweets. I'm just totally addicted to sugar. I don't know. Sometimes it's vegan against carnivore. I don't think this makes any sense. That's the elephant in the room, right? I think everybody should be happy with their life and be happy with what they're experiencing. And I did try the vegan, and I noticed that the carbohydrates were getting to me. I was feeling depressed. I was overweight. I was unhappy. I was feeling allergies. My joints hurt a lot. And so I thought, okay, can I at least be very, very deliberate on where I get my meat? The organic ones are basically grass-fed. But since this is a topic we can go into also, especially here in Germany, I think it's a little different here in Germany than it is in the US. And it's not keto versus vegan or carnivore versus vegan in my world. I think everybody should do what they want to do, what they feel best doing type of mentality. That's what I have anyway. I'm not going to debate with anybody about anything. Why should I? I believe that people are attracted to the people they're attracted to. I'm hoping that people can sort of like feel helped by just me telling you guys what I'm eating. So, okay, this is like totally crazy. I want to go into the science, of course, of this, but I'm going to have to investigate, and I did not investigate yet. My first investigation is always a self-experiment. So I'm eating the carnivore diet. Tomorrow's going to be the third week on carnivore. I feel really great. My skin, I don't know, my skin just changed completely, and since I'm in the gym from Mondays to Fridays, by now it's Mondays to Fridays. In the video I talked about like the corporate 40 hours, check it out here. I was there 3 times a week. So now I go from Mondays to Fridays, 1 hour in the morning from 6 to 7. And then, I feel fit. I can run up the stairs at work by now. About a month ago, I was like, when I got up them stairs, and I just thought to myself, you're not that old. You can get yourself in shape. Try the carnivore. This is what I'm doing. I might be reporting a little more on that, and that's what I thought. I thought, try the carnivore. I have to go back to the topic of coffee. So the first week, I wanted to be like totally strict, and I thought, guys, I'm not even drinking coffee. I was completely overwhelmed not drinking the coffee. So I thought to myself, you don't have to drink a liter. 1 cup is like 200 to 250 milliliters. So I'd have like about 6 of these cups a day. Yeah. And now I'm down to 2. And the first week of carnivore, I was down to 1. And that was a little bit overwhelming. I thought to myself, wait a minute. I know this might really boost everything if you just leave the coffee. But I didn't want to do like 5 or 6 things at one time. Besides, the gym part is quite fresh too. My muscles, I'm noticing that it's really working quite well. I'm getting weller and weller and fitter. And so, the science behind carnivore. Coffee's a topic for next time, maybe. I'm still drinking coffee. Let's talk about coffee another time. Let's look at the studies. Let's really dabble into the studies, and let's understand what the studies are saying. So, guys, happy feeding and happy eating and happy whatever you do, and stay safe, stay happy. Bye.